part two of me operating, living, and breathing in a trigger. So I was triggered. By the time he went home is when the trigger, well, no, 2 days, he was in the hospital for 4 days, 4 or 5, 4. So by the time they moved him to a regular room, because they had to observe him for 2 days, he couldn't leave the emergency room. He had to be observed the whole time. My trigger started kicking in. Me and him don't have no perfect relationship. Don't get me twisted. We have a past. So we have like stuff that'll come up from our past that we've already been through. And mostly it'll be me. So when I realized that the reality of him having a stroke, I started bringing up something from the past, and he was like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was, because I had put myself in the mode of, now this is my trigger. This is how I react. When I'm triggered, I leave people alone. So I started putting myself in the mode of, let me figure out a way to get away from him. Because I love him, I didn't want to be around that, because reality was, and it is with everyone, but it scared me. Reality is we all gonna leave him. We can't control nothing. But I said, oh nah. I said that was too real for me, and I said it's time for me to move away. That's what my mental did on its own. I didn't sit and think of that, but I had to keep analyzing what the hell is going on with you. Why do you want to leave this boy alone? I mean, I did that thing I said from the past. I was like, I'm gonna make it an issue. That's what I do. I make stuff real big issues so I can leave it the fuck alone. I do. I'm just being honest. I kept making it an issue. Then we finally had that real big, uncomfortable talk the other day, which I needed, and I saw a lot different on the other side. I was like, oh, honey. It opened my eyes to a lot. So on yesterday, I kept trying to, like, okay, then we had one more issue that came up, and it was with something small, but I don't like drama, not really. So he told me something had happened with some paperwork, something, and I was like, oh. I went into, well, I'll just leave you alone, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, I was trying to find anything to leave him alone, because I was operating, being triggered by, like, oh man, this was just a lot to handle. So, yeah, you in therapy, yeah, you are going to be able to deal with stuff a lot better. But can you imagine? Well, I can't imagine. If I would have had to operate in the old Kern with no therapy and him having a stroke, I'd have been gone. Because to be honest with you, I'm still fighting leaving. He ain't did nothing to me. Not a thing. But guess what I do? Don't want to talk to him. Don't want to see him. Don't want to be around him. I don't want to do none of that. Because guess what I'm trying to do? Pull myself away. It's so bad now that he'll call me and I don't even want to answer the phone. He ain't did nothing. I'm doing stuff to try to pull away because of my feelings. And that's not fair. It's not fair, because nobody wakes up in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to have a stroke today. Who does that? It's not fair, but the reality is the stuff that we don't deal with is the reason why we go through so many issues. And imagine me already having these hard ass classes in school. These medical classes is real hard, because I have to know the anatomy and stuff and all of that. And not being able to analyze what's really going on with my emotions, I would be all over the place. And that's why we have it hard mentally, because we don't put our mental part a priority. You have to prioritize your mental health, because if you don't prioritize your mental health, how can you even function the rest of your life? I can't do both. I can't speak for everybody else, but I love therapy. Thank you for Chronicles Part 2. I love you.